Seidel and Mrs. Seidel both played very, very important parts in my life in various stages of my life. The early stages, when I was a 9-year-old, it was Mr. Seidel that, together with Mr. Gittleson and others, guided me towards the Hebrew Academy. And if I had not made that move, I would not have been a rabbi. I grew up in the community, and they became not only my mentors, but my friends, and eventually my colleague. I came back as the rabbi in the Young Israel, and Mr. Seidel was the president of the shul.
Irving Seidel was the driving force of the social hall of the Young Israel of Greater Mama that we have today. He was a likable man to begin with, and whatever he said basically went. He had a way of speaking to people, and they came around to him.
I knew of Irving's involvement with the Young Israel of North Miami Beach in his early development. He became a leader in the North Miami Beach Jewish community. He was always there for people, always there to work with people. Much of the stuff that he did was really not noticed by a lot of people because he did it so quietly. And he really worked so well in terms of his involvement in the North Miami Beach Jewish community.
I know from my personal experience that Irv's level of education was he educated a community. He fought for shuls, he fought for schools.
I love the man very, very much. He was dedicated to the shul, to Young Israel, two beautiful people that I loved very, very much.
He was a person who had his principles. He had a mission in life. He was a person who was satisfied at the end of the day with his life. He believed very much that he had accomplished what he had set out to accomplish, and I believe he believed that because those things that he did had some lasting effect on the world that we live in today.
Mr. Seidel was a loyal Jewish American. He was loyal to his shul, to Young Israel, a very active member, loyal to the community, and at the same time loyal to the United States. I know he did serve in the armed forces, and I assume he received this from his parents, the importance of love of family, love of Yiddishkeit, and love of country.
It's hard to look back in time to a time when there was nothing. There was nothing in this community. The shuls were just beginning. It was the embryonic stage of Torah. Seidels made their impact on this community. They came, they built, and upon their commitment and the devotion to the Torah, to the truth, to midos tovos, to their family, all that you see today has been built on that level of devotion and conviction for values, the Torah, for love for their family, for the love of Jewish education. We all owe this family an enormous hakaras hatov.
The community has continued to flourish in a most amazing way, grown and grown, and it's all because of the couples who were there at the very beginning, specifically the Seidels, who took many young people under their wing, taught them, encouraged them, enabled them to continue their Jewish education, and because of them, North Miami Beach has turned into a most amazing community.
Roz was perhaps the great articulator of that vision, and Irving was the one who then set out these principles and put them into motion, and although he may not have been able to express it quite as well as Roz was, in his actions he matched her commitment and her eloquence, and that's what made these two such a great couple.
I think that the inner strength that they had, family, involvement with their grandchildren, involvement with their children was a beautiful thing to watch. As when either one of them were ill, they still tried so desperately hard to be involved with the family and family simchas and family functions.
Roz was a teacher par excellence who took responsibility for her students and made sure that she kept up with them even as they grew to see how they progressed.
She had a powerful presence that commanded the room. And in actuality, I didn't realize at the time, it commanded the entire school. She was a powerful voice, yes, but the presence, the confidence, what she instilled in everything, what she instilled in my wife in terms of the professionalism that was necessary to function as a teacher and an inspiration.
Roz was always there for me in terms of advice. Whatever that I needed when I was in Jewish education, she was always there to guide me.
Believe it or not, Roz worked for me, that strong-willed, determined, in-your-face lady. I was her supervisor, and I saw then that this lady wanted me to go places in South Florida that I didn't know if I was willing to go. It took 10 years, and after 10 years at Sage, I listened to Roz, and here I am.
Of course, they left a tremendous legacy with their daughter and their late son-in-law, and of course their grandchildren.
And by looking at their grandchildren at this time, we see the balance in their lives, how they truly have a focus to Yiddishkeit. They're very active, very observant.
They were passionate about the need for Jewish education for every young Jewish child who desired it or whose parents desired it.
They were people who took responsibility for others in life, and they are a credit to Klal Yisrael, and I am sure that in their memory, and what will be a great schus for their neshama, if you support Torah's Emes Academy, and if you see that it can grow and expand, that will be the greatest merit to their neshamas.